Yes, yesterday we have gone through the basic flow of data. Next, we need to get idea on we will go to the system and we'll create a folder called first we'll have a front-end development. Under the front-end folder, we will create one folder. This will be for the HTML. One more folder I'll create here. That will be for the CSS. Third folder will be for Bootstrap. Fourth folder will be for JavaScript. Fifth folder will be for you can write for React. Sixth folder will be for JSON API. JSON server. JSON server. And one more folder will be called live project. Seventh one. Live project. Okay, so this all will be the step by step. First step will cover the HTML, second folder CSS, third folder Bootstrap, fourth folder JavaScript, fifth folder React. After that will be to create the mock API, we'll use the JSON server and then we'll come for the live project. That will be the last point. Now we will open the VS Code and in VS Code, we will open the HTML folder and from there we'll continue. So if you are following the system, you can create these folders. Okay, so folder is ready. Next, check in your computer VS Code is there or not. VS Code, VS Code editor. If it is not there, you can download and install the VS Code editor. So VS Code editor is available. From this website, we can download. The link is available in your chat. Click on window 1011 and just let it download and install it. Okay, so hopefully you have downloaded, or maybe you have already. Next, open the VS Code. We have made following folders: HTML, CSS, Bootstrap, JavaScript, React, JSON Server, Live project. Now you will open the VS Code, and inside the VS Code, load the first folder that is called HTML. So we'll go here, open the VS Code, and in VS Code, you can load the HTML folder by going to the file menu. There is an option called open folder. Select it. Then from your system, navigate those folder where we created the UI development. Right. HTML folder is there. Select it. So HTML folder will get loaded here as a current project. As a current project will be HTML folder. Now here you create a file HTML developer guide.txt. You create a file called HTML developer guide.txt. One text file you create here in HTML folder. Okay, in HTML folder, you can create a file called HTML developer guide. Okay, now in this HTML developer guide, you will be writing few lines. Even most of the people have some idea of HTML, but we will write in professional way that what is this and how it works. And apart from that, complete A to Z segment of HTML will break down, and we'll understand that when we are going to write the HTML code, what we will write and how we will write. Okay, so right here, we call it a hypertext markup language as a full form of HTML. Hypertext markup language is the full form of HTML. Now what we are going to do of this HTML, what is inside HTML? So we'll write here, HTML has collections of predefined tags. So when we are going to study the HTML, overall we are going to study about the tags. Then HTML tags used to create basic structure of web page. HTML tag, whichever we have, it is going to help us to create the basic structure of web page. Why? Because why only basic? Reason, HTML tag has limitation. So we'll write below HTML tags has limited property and value. Limited property and values. Now due to this limitation, CSS and JS is required, because all functionality cannot be done by HTML. Some part of the web page, some functionality can be, not functionality, only the design part. The design part of HTML can be done by, web page can be done by HTML. But when the matter will come for look and feel, when the matter will come for functionality, then HTML tag says like, I have limited property value. Now due to this limitation, I cannot do everything. So CSS is required for some purpose. JavaScript is required for some purpose. So we wrote here HTML tag has the limited property and values. Now due to these limitations, what we required? We required the CSS and JS. We can write HTML tags. When you create a web page, what you will do of web page? So you can write HTML tags used to collect input from user and display output to user. Right, when you are creating a web page, so here question will be why you create the web page. Then web page we create just to collect the information of a user via internet, via web application, or also we used to display the information to user. Right, so the same thing you wrote, like when a person is going to learn HTML, what is the purpose behind that? It's represent that he is going to create a web page. In web page, what he will do? He will collect the input from user and he will display the output to user. That is the purpose. Come down. But you can write here via web browser. Web browser. Web browser will be the platform where HTML tags will execute. Right? So first line, collections of tags. It represents that we have to study about the tags. Then what we'll do of that? We will create a basic structure of web page. Then why CSS and JavaScript is required? Because the tags what we are writing, it has the limitations on property and value. Then once you create the web page, what we will do of that? Then we are going to collect the input from user. We are going to display the output to user. Now next line we will write how it works. How it work. Then we'll write here, when we create a responsive web page, then we require the HTML tags that will come from the HTML. We require the CSS. From here we'll take the property value. Property and value. We'll take from where? CSS. So HTML given the tags and CSS given the property and values. Now both will combine together. Our web page is ready. Right? So that is we are writing here. Using HTML tags, we are going to create the web page, and using CSS, we are going to do something. What we are going to do, that we will discuss here. So it says like, when you are creating a mobile friendly web page, all device it should work in all devices, then definitely HTML is required. From there you will take the tag, and CSS is required. From there you will take the property and value. If you want to make it a dynamic web page, dynamic, then in that case we require this thing. HTML tags is required plus CSS is required and plus CSS will give you the property value as you have written on the top, property and values will come from here, plus JavaScript is required. For what purpose? Functionality. Functionality is required. Functions functions we can write. Functionality. From where? From the JavaScript, right? This way our web page will be ready. But what roles we saw here? The HTML is saying like this and all, right? JavaScript is saying like functionality. Then what CSS will do? I will write here in the note. CSS used to change look and feel of web page, right? Look and feel of the web page. So whichever the HTML we are going to use, in that look and feel is not there. It will be a plain page. Now to make the plain page a dynamic, we require a language. That language can help us to make everything better look and feel, because user believe on look and feel also. So in order to maintain the better look and feel, which language we have? So for that we have called CSS. CSS is going to help us to change the look and feel. Now below question will come, when you are saying like HTML have lot of tags, then how many type it is? Right here. First to write called tags. How it look like? Okay, tag. You can write this is called open tag. You are aware of open tag. And this is called a closing tag. But all the tags are not look like this. There is a differences also. All the tags has not separate open and separate close. There is some differences in the tag always. Also opening and closing is little difference, right? So we'll go here and we'll write in that. Next point called how many type of tag we have. So type of tags. Type of tags. Write first as a input tags. And second one called as output tags. Okay. I'll show you why we call it a input tag and output tag. Input tag as well as output tags. Overall, whichever the HTML tags we have, it may be many hundred tags, but out of many hundred tags, right? When you create a web page, then question will come, for what purpose you are creating the web page? For what purpose you are creating the web page? Then answer will come that I want to display some information to user. I want to collect some information from user. Okay. Why we are creating the web page? Then for that question is, we are creating a web page to display the information to user and to collect some information from user. Okay. So to display the information, we have to use the tags. To collect the information, also we have to use the tags, right? For example, you can understand in this way. If I open this web page, right? If I open this called a website, for example, info campus website. So what we will find in this, we will find there is some information that we are displaying directly to user. Whenever someone will come, they will see the information. Okay, these all are the available information on the web page. This is called output. This all are called as output. The text data is being displayed in different format, bold, italic, colorful, etc. But in the same way, you can see there is a place for input also. We can collect the name from user. We can collect the mobile number from user. We can collect the email ID. We can collect like what information they want about from here and then submit. So this all become as a input. So in this page, you can see there is some data that is called as output, and there is some place where we are taking the input, and it happened through HTML. Website is developed using the WordPress, but in that HTML is there, CSS is there, Bootstrap is there, JavaScript is there. So at the place where I am trying to enter my name, this happened through the HTML. Not only this, any website you open, when you go to the Twitter, you will post something. That's become an input. Go to the Instagram, you will comment someone. That's become an input. Your friend has posted some photo that will display in front of you. For you, become as output. You can also upload a photo. So for that, that will become an input for you. When you look into the YouTube, people upload the video. So whoever upload the video, for him it's called the input. And you are going to display you are going to see the video. For you, become as output. For example, if I see here, there is one channel I have made. In that, if I look inside, we can see these all are the few videos. Okay, few videos. Now these videos are able to play here as an output. But question is, this video come from where? Who uploaded this video? So this video is uploaded by me. So when I upload this video, for me become as an input. And now this video, if I play here, if I play this video, unit test, this become as an output. Correct? This become as a output. So input and output, input and output. In this YouTube, you see whatever the data is coming as of now, all are called as output. All are as output. We can pass a comment here, become as a input, right? So not only here, go to the Gmail. Inside the Gmail, what you do? You type something. You write a email. When you write a email, that's called as a input for you. Your email will deliver to me. For me, become the output. So based on our day-to-day activity, what we see on internet, what we browse on internet, right? We are saying, okay, there will be two type of tag that we are going to use as a developer. One you can say is a input tag, and second you can say is a output tag. Input tag as well as output tag. But this input tag and output tag, there are so many differences inside. Let's write here. You can write one line of definition. Call it collect the input from user. It collect input from user. Second, you can write it display output to user. Right? Next, this is what you have written. When the user will come to your website, how they will realize? They will realize like, yes, this is the login page. I need to enter something. This is the register page. I need to enter something. Right? After login, user will go inside. They will see their profile. They will say, okay, this is my profile. It's become a view profile. Display the output. When the user register, we take the input. When we display the details about the user, that's called as a output. Okay. Now see, come inside. Right here, when you are going to write this input tag and output tags, then syntax point of view, code structure point of view, there is some similarity. Okay. So those based on those similarity, we are going to split into the three types. like whichever the tags we are going to use, their syntax will be, code will be in three ways. Okay, so that you can write here, structure of HTML tags. Okay, based on their syntax, you are going to divide now how many ways the syntax will appear when you are going to write the code. The one is called as a dependent tag. Dependent tag. Also on internet, people call it a peer tag. Okay. Second one we have called independent tag. People call it a unpaired tag. Unpaired tag. Pair tag as well as unpaired tag. The third one is called as a self-closing tag. Self-closing tag. Self-closing tag. So we need to see this self-closing tag, how it look like. Pair tag, how it look like. Unpaired tag, how it look like. Okay. Where to use, where not to use. Then we can see the next point. So here now you have dependent tag. When we call it a dependent tag, how it look? For example, you write HTML tag, open will be there, close will be there. This is called dependent tag. You write H1 tag, right? Open separate, close separate. It's called dependent tag. You write some tag, maybe called body, open separate and close separate, right? So here just I'm writing the tags name separate, just to understand that, okay, this is the open separate and close separate. Like it's a paired, it is a pair. One side is open, second side is closed. If you are not following the rule of the pair, then it will become incomplete document. The syntax of HTML will be wrong. Okay, right? So this is available in HTML5 also, HTML4 also, and whichever the HTML related fragment we have, segment we have, everywhere we have this formula. Okay, open and close separates, call it a dependent tag. I will write here those HTML tags that open and close separate. Those HTML tags that open and close separate. Those HTML tags that open and close separate. Open will happen one side and closing will happen another side. Okay, right? Come down. So that is the example here. You can see open separate, close separate. This is called a pair tag. In unpaired tag, what will happen is, I will write first example only. It looks like this. We have some tag called BR, tag called IMG, tag called HR, right? You can see it is only open, closing is not there. Right here, those HTML tags that has only open, closing is not there. Those HTML tags that has only open, closing is not there. But what problem will come? We can write here in the note. Okay, React JSX do not support independent tag. This will not work in React. If you are writing directly BR, if you are writing directly IMG, if you are writing directly HR, it will not work in React code. It will throw the error. Okay. It will not allow. Right. So now what to do? We want to use the BR in React. We want to use the image in React. We want to display horizontal HR tag in React. And it is saying like, no, independent tag is not allowed here. Then for that purpose, we have another rule, self-closing. In self-closing tag, the tag will be just like this only. It will be just like this. And what will happen on that is the slash will get applied in the last. Slash will get applied in the last, right? Slash will get applied in the last. Okay, slash will get applied in the last. So we can write here note. Okay, you can write in the note that it support in all language and it support in all JS languages. All JS library and framework. Like it work in Angular, it work in React everywhere. Then here the single line definition we can write. Those HTML tags that has open and close together. Those HTML tags that has open and close together. That has open and close together. Okay, please write it. Those HTML tags has open and close together. Right. Next, one more point is left out. We will write that. Then we'll come to the example side. Right below the next point. So how many point you found from the HTML? Number one, you will find the tags. It look like this, but all the tags is not look like this. Then we thought, okay, let's divide into based on their use. So we said, okay, fine. Wherever we are going to collect the input from user, we will call this is the input tag. And if you are going to display the output, it's called as output tag. When you start writing the HTML code, then you found like, oh, it's a different type. Codes are syntax is different. You found if the tag is open close separate, we call it a paired or dependent tag. If the tag is only open, we call it unpaired or we can say the independent tag. If the tag is open close together with the slash, it's called a self-closing tag. This will get supported in Angular React. This will not support under the React. Coming down next, another one more point we have, we can write that is called behavior of HTML tags. Behavior spelling is different in HTML. It is a keyword. Okay, the behavior of HTML tags. The first point, you will find some tags that print in the new line. Okay, you will find some tags whenever you will print anything, always it will print the statement in the new line. That is called a block label tag. You will write here block label tag. You can write here also, if the HTML tags print statement in new line. If HTML tags print a statement in new line, then it is called as a block label tag. The second one, inline tag. Inline tag. If the HTML tag print statement in same line. Okay, if the tag print the statement in the same line, if the tag print the statement in the same line, then it is called as a inline tag. If the tag print a statement in the new line, it's called a block level tag. Right? I will show you some example in the website. Then we'll come to the code again. Write it once. Okay, coming down. Look into this page once. Any page we can see. You can see this all video thumbnails are printing in the new line. Java 1, this is another, this is another. All the playlist, right, thumbnail are printing in the new line. This is called as a block level tag. Block level tag. But again, you can see the video and the title, both are printing in the same line. This is called as a inline. GNews is written here in the new line called block level. After that, 28K view 4 days ago, block level tag. New is written here, block level tag. Look into this website also. I'll come down. When I look into this 4 sets, IT courses, live project, interview preparation, job placement, something is written here in the website, 4 blocks, right? You can see all 4 are printing in the same line. Since the my laptop width is big width, 1500-1600 pixel width is there, and in that this 4 block can fit easily. So CSS has changed the behavior of this block as a inline. saying like A4 all print in the same line. Lot of space is there. So all four are printing in the same line. Now, if someone will open in mobile phone, and in mobile phone also the four will print in the same line, then it is very difficult to read the content. In mobile phone, it has to print in the new line. That meaning we have to change the behavior to block level. Let me show you how it will go. I went to the small device and I'll come back to that particular block. It was down somewhere, you can see. IT courses is one block in one line. I'll make little bigger. Two are coming in one line. Right, this much is okay. Then you can see this one. Live project second line, review preparation third line, job placement fourth line. So now it is printing in the new line. This is called a block level behavior. When your content is printing in the new line by default, it is called a block level behavior. When your content is printing in the same line by default, it is called a inline behavior. So at this moment, this all are called a inline. And when I go to the small device, it will convert into block. Correct? So we have two type of tag, two type of behavior, one inline, another one a block level. This text box, as you can see, it's a printing in the new line. It's called a block level behavior. Okay, right? Something else I should show you. This two online training, something two button is there, same line. It is called a inline behavior. Okay, this three upcoming courses, something you can see, three in one line, inline behavior. Again, this 10 years something something is written. This all are in the same line. It is called a inline behavior. Okay, inline behavior. So inline behavior what represent those tags that print in the same line, right? Those tags that print in the same line. 1 minute, I'll come. Okay, so we have written behavior of HTML tag, block level tag. Another one is called a inline tag. Now we will go here, block level tag and inline tag, how to manipulate it. So we can write using CSS. What we'll do is inline tag. If any tag is printing in the same line, inline tag, we can convert into block level. Inline tag, convert into block level tag. Using what? Using CSS, inline tag, convert into block level tag. And again using CSS, block level tag, you can convert into inline, right? And the website what we saw, the InfoCampus website, there is happening based on device width. If the device is very small, then inline to block. If the device is big size, then block to inline. Correct? That manipulation is happening. So there CSS plays a very important role to handle the you can say width of the screen, not to handle the width of the screen, to identify the width of the screen, like what is the width now, and if the width is big size, then how many elements should appear in one line. Okay, and this process When we manipulate like this in line to block, block to inline, then we call it is a responsive web page. Okay, we can call that it is called responsive web page. Okay. Using CSS, if you are converting from inline to block, and again using CSS, if you are converting from block to inline, this is called as a which one? Responsive web page. This is called as a responsive web page. Correct. So how many total points we found out from the HTML? I will repeat here. Number one, we got as a tags. We got as a tags. Inside the tag, what you will find? You will find called as a input tags that will collect the input. Second, you will find output tag that will display the output. That will display the output. Third will be called dependent tag. Dependent tag. Or you can say pair tag. The fourth will be called independent tag. Independent tag. Unpaired tag. Unpaired tag. The fourth will be self-closing tag. Self-closing tag. And the fifth will be called block level tag. Block level tag. And the last point will be called as a inline tag. These all are about the HTML tags. Anyone, whoever write the HTML code, whether he is 0-year experience or 20-year experience, he must follow these 7 points. Okay. While writing the code, this 7 point will come automatically. If you are collecting the input from user, you have to use the input tag. If you are displaying the output to user, you have to follow the output tag. Yes, based on input, we have different type of input tag. And again, based on output, we have different type of output tag also. Okay. Again, dependent tag. Dependent tag, what it will do? It says like I have open and close. So if any tag is open and closed together and not together, separate, it's called a dependent tag. Independent tag says like it has no closing, it's only open. Self-closing tag says like you have to open me from the beginning and close in the last. Open, close together. Block label. Block label tag will print in the name line. Inline tag will print in the same line. Now single line definition again I'll write here. To collect input, we use this. The second one, to display output. To display output, we use this. Next one, dependent tag. It has open and close separate. Independent tag, it has only open. Next, self-closing tag, the open close together. It has open and close together. It has open and close together. Block level tag says like it print the statement in new line. It print statement in new line. Inline tag says like It print a statement in same line. Print statement means output. Statement in same line. Same line what represents side by side. Side by side. Correct? So I hope you will remember this. This is important to know before entering into the any example of HTML tag. This is complete ground knowledge, zero level knowledge of HTML, from where as a developer I start writing the code. Theory related to who wrote HTML, when they wrote, that is not required for you. You need to know what is inside and where to use and how to use. That is the need. Okay, so if you have written, we can go for the example. In one example, we'll see whether really these 7 points are valid or invalid. Okay, so shall we go for the example? If you have written it, I will share you this file in the group, but from today onwards, try to make the notes from your side. If you write the note from your side, you will remember it. 30-40% you will remember while writing itself, that what you are going to do. And then 1 or 2 example once you create, you will remember the full theory and practical together. Suggestion will be, you should follow me. You should write it in system or maybe notebook, anywhere you should write it. It will be helpful. Now I will create one example just to understand whether really these all are valid or invalid. I'll create a file test.html. Enter. In this file, quickly we'll get idea that 7 point what we have written, whether those points are really valid or how it is. So here I will just follow some shortcut. Shift+1 I will press. Some suggestion came. I selected enter here. I got some code. Okay. That we will discuss in the second example. Okay. Each and every line, why doc type, HTML meaning is what, meta UTF-8, viewport, all each and everything we'll learn. But in this example, we are going to understand these 7 points. Okay. So the 7 points is like, if the tag is open and close, if the tag is open and close, it is called dependent tag. You can see here, body is open, close. HTML is open in the beginning, close in the last. Head is open and close. It is called as a dependent tag. Meta, you can see here, meta open, but closing is not there, become as a self-closing tag. Here you can see meta tag open and close, self-closing. It's not close, it's called as a self-closing. Independent. It's not self-closing. It's called as independent. Slash is not there in the last. It is only open. There is no closing of that. Title tag, you can see. Title tag, it has open and close both. Title tag has open and close. It represents, it is a dependent tag, right? So whenever the tag will open, close separate, we will call it a dependent tag. Now I will write few more tags just to get idea one by one. Few tags I'll write randomly, 4-5 tags. H1 tag you are aware of. I will print here call HTML. And in the same line, one more H1 I'll write. Here I'll put call CSS. So HTML is in one H1 and CSS is available in another H1. The code we have written in the same line. But, okay, but you can see here, H1 is open and close separate. This H1 is open and close separate. So if the tag is open close, you will call here call it a dependent tag. Yes, it is a dependent tag since open close is there. If I will not close the tag, then it will become error. And your page will become as a unstructured document. Okay. Some technology will process, some technology will not process. Right. So while writing the code, we come to know that, yeah, it is a dependent since open close is there. When I run this page, when we run this page, then we will come to know the HTML and CSS is going to print in the same line or it is going to print in the new line. Okay, HTML and CSS, it is going to print in the same line or it is going to print in the new line. When we come to know, once we run the page, right? So let me run this page and see how it is. I will guide you how to run and from where we run, but just let me see this and understand that what is going to come in the browser. You can see the window screen is such a big. In that HTML is printing in one line, CSS going to the new line, right? Output is a statement is not printing in the same line. A statement is getting printed in the new line. And when a statement is printing in the new line, it is called as a block level tag. Okay, it is called as a block level tag. We have a notes for that. Like if the tag is printing the statement in the new line, it's called as a block level tag. If the tag is open and close, it's called as a dependent tag, right? Let's go to the code again. I will write here some more tag here. Similar way as we have written label. I will print here call Bangalore. Bangalore. And in the same line or maybe in the new line, I will try to put one more label. Here I'll put call Chennai. Okay, Bangalore and Chennai. Label is a dependent. You can see open close is there. Label tag is open and close. It's called dependent. But what about behavior? Will it print in the same line or it will print in the new line? Look at here in the browser. It is printing in the same line. The behavior is inline. H1 you saw the behavior is block level and label you saw the behavior is inline. When we look into the code, H1 is also open close, label is also open close. Both are dependent tag, but behavior is different. H1 print in the new line and label come in the same line, right? So you understood the 7 point we have written like if the tag is open close, it's called dependent. So we found here. If the tag print a statement in the new line, it's called as a block level tag. We found here, this is printing in the new line. We written like if the tag print in the same line, it's called as a inline behavior. We saw here Chennai, Bangalore is printing in the same line. Next is some more tag. Let me write here input tag. Input type equal to text. I use a placeholder here is a property we'll discuss. Enter your name. I close it just like this. And I will use one more similar tag. Input type equal to number. Right? Here, this line and this line. Enter your mobile number. The first line and second line, both will have a difference now, you see. I kept the slash in the last, it become a self-closing. It will work with the React. But this line, we have not put the slash in the last, it will not work with the React. It will throw the error. It says like your tag is started here, but where is the end of that? You have not specified the end. Okay, if you have not specified the end, then the template, HTML template, what is getting generated, that will become an invalid template, unstructured document, and your interpreter will throw the error saying like, no, this is not well organized document, right? So in that case, right, first let me run it and show you. This is open close dependent, open close dependent. This is only open as a self close independent, and this is open and close together become as a self closing. So all you found here in this example, if I run this file, it's look like this. Enter your name. I can enter the string. Enter your number. I have to enter only number. Right? This is the input tag, but the behavior is inline. This is the output tag. Behavior is inline. This is output tag. Behavior is block level tag. So the 7 point what you have discussed, this first point was you will find output tag that is this much. This one, these two. You will find input tag that is this two. Okay. Then you will find block level tag that print in the new line. You will find inline tag that will print in the same line. Then you will find dependent tag, open close will be there. You will find independent tag, no closing. You will find self-closing tag, open close together. Exact the 7 point what we have written here. These 7 points are available in this file. But HTML tags are unlimited. So many tags are there, right? So while writing the code, this 7 point will keep running around you. Whenever you write the HTML code, right, you directly or indirectly, you are going to follow that rules. So it is compulsory for the people to know that, like why some tag will be open and some tag will be open and close together. Why some tag will have a slash in the last. Why some tag print in the new line. Why some tag print in the same line. When I collect the input, what is called. When we display the output, what type of tag, right? This is the ground knowledge of HTML. Very ground knowledge. Okay. Now from here we have to make the building. We have to make the branches, and we have to move ahead, and we have to understand the next point. Okay. Try to log in 7 o'clock. If 7 o'clock you have committed, then be 7 o'clock. And tomorrow anyone is coming in the class. If you are coming, then I will come. If you are not coming, then I will join online.
I'll be there in the classroom.
Confirm.
Yeah, I confirm. Sure.
Okay. It should not be like I should come after traveling 2 kilometers in morning and you should not come.
No, that is fine. We can take online also for tomorrow if you want.
No, 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 no. It's not tomorrow. Like if the people
Every day.
are coming in the class, then regular I will come in the class. If you are
Sure.
coming online, then I will be joining online. I have both options.
I'll come to classroom offline.
Okay, fine.
Yeah.
Then 7 o'clock I will be there.
Yes, yes, sure. I'll be there on 7.
Okay, thank you. So we'll leave here and tomorrow try to use the system sit with me, write the code. I will also write. Individuals should write. You follow me, right? Within 3 4 days, you will get very good experience. You will get very good idea. Okay.
I'll
This
be
all.
also coming offline only.
You can come. I will be coming there. Okay. Okay. Morning time we have to maintain. Then the remaining day will be okay. If the time is mismatched, then other work will be delay. Okay. So we'll see in time. Okay. Thank you.